Hi, my name is Bianca Chacon, and my presentation is going to be about the Cnidaria phylum. So what is the Cnidaria phylum? The Cnidaria phylum contains of mostly marine invertebrates. They are also known for radial symmetry. They come from a Greek word called nidos, which is known for stinning. Now about their phylogenetic tree, the Cnidaria belongs to the Eumetazoa. I think that's how you say it. In the tree, meaning they're all multicellular animals, we have the corals, and by the end we have a bunch of jellyfish examples. Their sister group is the Cnidaria, which is shown at the top of Cnidaria. Some of the examples could be corals and jellyfishes. Their feeding mechanisms. Most of the animals have their ways to catch prey by using their tentacles that tend to sting their prey. Example here, we have the jellyfishes. They have this really long stingings where food will be trapped in there, and that's where it's brought up to the mouth. And the example of that will be planktons and tiny fishes. The ecological impact, it says for corals and jellyfishes. For right now I have jellyfishes, and it says research has shown that jellyfishes can disrupt lots of sea ecosystems due to competition with other fishes. And for the corals, we have the where they used more themselves as a refuge for others, and they do produce food for sea turtles. Now, the human impact for corals, we have where when the summer season begins, tourism and researchers will come around to see coral reef. There are events that tourists help to protect the coral reef. On the left side here, it shows they call it coral gardening, where a bunch of sea divers will go and help it. Unfortunately, we're in the area where climate change does not want to be taken seriously and is harming the coral reef, making fishes, turtles lose homes and food. Here's an example of a coral where it's now dying due to climate change, and you can see it's now becoming brittle, meaning it's starting to lose its functions. Life cycles and reproduction. In the Cnidaria phylum, there is both sexual and asexual reproductions. Corals tend to reproduce both ways, as some depend on the environmental conditions to spread eggs, sperm, zygotes. With jellyfishes, it's the same. Their eggs are spread freely in the water, and they then transform into a phylum, which starts to buddy and reproduce asexually. So basically, jellyfishes will throw their little eggs in the water and they just swim around. And once they start to reproduce the larva, it starts to do budding with others, and that's where asexual reproduction comes in place. Locomotions, how they move. Jellyfishes tend to have a hydrostatic skeleton, meaning they are very soft and only move with contractions thanks to the strings. Some corals can move due to being attached to a surface for structure, but some do have senses where they can detect prey, touch or prey. There's this type of coral where if you touch it on the top, it will immediately close itself, and then there's another one where it will shoot out white strings to attack their prey. And that's it, and this is my works cited. Thank you so much.